The Toyota CHR arrived in Australia back in 2017. And when I reviewed it back then, you had this to say about it.
Why can't you walk properly?
Oh, like it. That was my
Maybe
first
because
thought.
it's
So,
hips to hips.
Well, a lot's changed since then. I no longer walk funny. And the Toyota CHR has been given a freshen up of its styling. It's been given more firepower to its infotainment system. And a hybrid's been added to the lineup. This is it right here. So here is everything you need to know about the new and updated Toyota CHR. Styling.
the changes to the CHR styling are almost imperceptible. Seriously, you've got to be paying close attention to spot that the fog lights have been moved upwards and the bumper has been redesigned ever so slightly at the front and back. But I love that it's retained its design. There's the fat face, the pumped up wheel arches, and the rear door handles, which look like they should be on the hatch of a spaceship's airlock. The bigger display screen is the only change to the interior, but that's fine, because I reckon the CHR's cabin has the best design of any Toyota ever. Seriously, ever. There's the textured plastics, the diamond patterns. Yep, look, I see a lot of cars with really good exterior designs and then they get inside and the cabins are only so-so. Not the case here. The unique outsides of the CHR match its insides too.
Pricing.
Rightio, list prices start at about $29,500 for the front-wheel drive entry-grade CHR and just add another $2,000 if you want the all-wheel drive. Then you can step up to the Cobra front-wheel drive, which you can also have as a hybrid for an extra $2,500. And then there's the all-wheel drive petrol Cobra for $35,940.
Features.
Coming standard on the base grade are LED headlights with daytime running lights, there's fabric sport seats, and, now this is where the increase to the media system's firepower comes in, an 8-inch display that replaces the 6.1-inch in the previous car, and also new to the CHR is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also standard is sat-nav and dual-zone climate control. The Cobra grade adds privacy glass, leather upholstery, heated front seats and proximity unlocking. Both grades come with advanced safety tech like AEB with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane departure alert and blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. If you want to read the full review, go to carsguide.com.au and hit like. Go on, you like it, don't you? And subscribe. Everybody is.
Toyota has been making and selling petrol-electric hybrids since Elon Musk looked like this and drove V12 powered petrol cars like this. Yep, their first Prius came out in 1997. So while everybody else is still trying to work out the whole electric thingy today, Toyota has been doing it for decades. And it's all come down to this, the latest hybrid to arrive in Australia.
The hybrid system is a team and the players are a 4-cylinder engine and an electric motor. If you decide not to go hybrid, then there's the 1.2 litre turbo petrol engine. Shall we drive? Now, we are in the hybrid because I think that's the most exciting one here, and away we go. Now, I've driven the petrol already, and that was all we had really to choose from in the past, from 2017 onwards. And I've driven the petrol again in this launch. Nothing has changed in terms of the engine. But there are some differences, and I'm not just talking about the powertrain. Obviously, the hybrid is the difference here. So the petrol cars feel a bit firmer in their suspension. They feel a bit sportier. They don't sort of float around and bounce as much as the hybrids. Now the chassis under the CHR is really good. When I drove it for the first time a couple of years ago, I was really impressed that a small SUV like this handled as well as it did. The issue for me was that the petrol engine just didn't have enough grunt and the CVT just didn't seem to get the drive down to the wheels properly. The acceleration was terrible. You put your foot down and it would just make a whole lot of noise and wouldn't go anywhere. That's not the case with the hybrid. You've got an electric motor and you've got a petrol engine and they work together really well and they give you more grunt than that petrol and you can feel it. So as I said, Toyota have been making hybrids for decades, and you can tell. One of the ways you can tell is how seamless the transition is from electric motor to petrol engine when it kicks in. I'm not going to name any names, but if you get in a hybrid of, say, a rival, you can see that they're not quite at the point that Toyota is. When the petrol engine kicks in after you've been on the electric motor for a little bit, it goes like that. For the Toyota's hybrids, it is just seamless, and it'd want to be. Like, Toyota have been doing this a long time, and they've pretty much got it right, I reckon. Okay, fuel economy, because it's a hybrid, right? And that's what this is all about. We're trying to lower our carbon footprint. So, Toyota says that after a combination of open and urban roads, which means usual driving, you know, motorways, urban, city, that type of thing, you should see 4.3 litres per 100. That's outrageously good. The regular car, the petrol car, has a fuel economy of 6.4 litres per 100 or 6.5, depending on whether it's all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. Okay, so what have we been getting? After 24 kilometres of, you know, giving it a pretty good squirt along these country roads, which are hilly and winding, and I'm, you know, squashing the accelerator pedal because it's fun, we have got 4.9 litres per 100. So 4.9 on roads like this is really good, especially the way I'm driving. Right, let's pull over and we'll talk practicality. Okay, there's good and not so good things to say here. First, backseat legroom is actually really good. I'm 191 centimetres tall, and look, I can sit easily behind my driving position, and even headroom is okay. But the problem is that window line and the way it kicks up. Yep, if you have children under the age of, say, 45, they're going to have trouble trying to see out of that window. And as for boot space, it's not bad either, at 377 litres.
So there you have it. There have been some changes. The new Toyota CHR has been given fresh looks, more firepower to its infotainment system, and the hybrid. The hybrid, if you can afford it, is the pick. It makes total sense in a car like this. Also, I can now walk properly.